weren't already recording. I just had a really good joke about the Cheetos.
The Cheetos?
The bag of toes. And that wasn't being recorded?
And then Tyler was...
Repeat it.
Well, he said...
No.
All right,
I've killed it.
I'm not killing it.
Well,
I'm
no,
bringing
nobody's
it back
heard it yet at this
I'm
point, so you can just
revive the
resuscitating
bitch.
it.
Yeah, just bring it back.
Me.
No. No, he was like, oh, like Cheetos... Because cheesy toes. I eat cheesy toes. My name's Tyler
That's a
McCaffrey.
disgusting way to compare a snack that you like eating, though.
You just made my funny joke even more unfunny.
I know. That was my goal.
Was it funny to begin with, though?
It wasn't.
Yes! You fucking laughed when I said it. I was like, that's a bag of toes. And you were like,
Yeah, but
I think that's an
it took me like a good 5 seconds to understand what you mean, though.
You were
I don't think that's on me.
I saw
think
your belly moving.
Oh, you did.
The problem with this whole thing
can't
is
hide it
that
anymore, then.
the Cheetos we are discussing are regular Cheetos, which everyone knows those are the lesser of all different flavored Cheetos. So if anything, that should be the real discussion.
It's still good.
I'm not saying it's bad. I'm just saying
No,
it's the
you
lesser.
straight up are.
What are y'all's
actually,
favorite?
I am
What's y'all's
just straight
favorite
up saying it.
Cheetos?
Jalapeno,
the
hands
regular?
down.
I like
Oh.
jalapeno, but I like Flamin' Hot.
Flamin'
See,
Hot.
of course
Flamin' Hot
Omar-
all the way.
Of course Omar's going to come
Dude,
up here and be
and-
like the regular.
And then you get the ones with the hint of lime.
Oh, those are fucking...
yeah.
You guys are
but then they
disgusting.
have the Flamin' Hot Cheeto Puffs.
Those are good
I like
too.
those.
And then the Flamin' Hot Cheetos hot fries are good too. And we've never tried the
Wait, Flamin' Hot Cheeto hot fries?
yes, the fry ones.
The fry ones, yeah.
The-
Oh, those are. I like
Yeah.
those better
Wait,
than
like
the actual ones.
fries?
The hot fries.
well, no, they're hot fry versions of.
They're like straws.
Oh, okay.
No, they're
Oh.
not.
and we haven't tried the popcorn ones. Or
Ooh,
I
and
have.
I've
that
tried the
looks
popcorn
so
ones.
good.
Are they
Really,
good?
it's so good.
I
Okay,
guess I just-
anyway, we need to get off of this Cheeto topic because even though I feel like everybody probably appreciates our take on Cheetos.
On Cheetos.
And the funny thing is, I'm pretty sure we've talked about Cheetos in past podcasts.
Well, Cheetos is like our thing. Oh, we did because they ran out of Cheetos.
Yeah, it's been on our mind a lot lately.
Where was that at? Was that at New York? In New York?
Yeah, New York.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Dang.
it was.
All those New Yorkers out there
It's a scary thought.
probably don't like what we're
New
saying.
Yorkers.
New York. I can't do a New York.
New York.
accent at all.
That wasn't very good. New York.
Can anybody do a good New York accent?
Grab the car keys. No, that's
No,
Boston.
he tries. And he's like,
What's
no.
funny is that's how my mom talks.
Wait, really? Is she from New York?
No,
Oh.
no. She
She just chooses
It
to
sounds
talk like
closer
that.
to Chalmette.
My
than
mom
New
just
York.
has a very yatty accent.
Yaddy.
Yaddy.
Why don't you explain to people what yaddy means?
I guess no one would understand what that means.
It's like a mix between a person and a Yeti. So,
Like, is that a thing?
No, it's like
No,
my mom.
I made that up.
My mom, like whenever there's an R in something, she'll say it like a W. Like my mom, I've never heard my mom say
Or,
car.
or,
She says like
car?
Yeah. She's never
Wait,
called
Talk
me.
like in the car.
I mean, it's not that bad, but
Then she go like Tyler.
yeah,
Too?
she's never called me by like my actual pronounced name.
Wait, how'd she say the word raw?
Raw.
Raw. That's probably the one
Well, it's
natural
like
word.
already got a W.
Yeah, what are you
so-
talking
I'm talking about the R.
Oh, like wall?
Wall.
No,
Yeah.
okay,
I think it's at the
no,
end
if
of
it's start wall.
It has to end with an R,
Yeah.
right? I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
So anyway, hello everybody, and welcome to another episode of Miss the Bus. This is our big 10. 10 episodes. Thanks for sticking with us this entire time so you could hear us talk about Cheetos for 15 minutes. But so this is just our weekly show where we talk about movies and any type of news that we think is relatively interesting that we think everybody would want to hear about. So
What was that?
Relatively.
Relatively.
I freaking try.
Tyler's whispering
is
sweet
the best
nothings
thing.
into my ear.
But he's technically whispering to everyone's
all
ears.
But since it's going into the headphones, it's going to everyone's ears.
That's true. I didn't even think
Ooh,
about
the
that.
whole interworld you just whispered it into.
Oh.
Ooh. Anyway, though, so yeah, this is where we talk about news and stuff that like actually is interesting. So you can find us on.
Not this week.
Yeah, no, I think this is kind of.
You think
It's all right.
We had some. Yeah.
What was that?
I think
we got some.
work.
We got vomit apparently. So,
Yikes.
but anyway, you can find us on
Tell me.
iTunes and Twitter and SoundCloud.
Tell me again.
iTunes, you can find us at Miss the Bus.
iTunes and
One more
Twitter and
time.
SoundCloud. Oh, on iTunes and Twitter. And
Wait, what was
SoundCloud.
that?
A chicken, a pizza.
Anyway, though, you can find us at Miss the Bus on iTunes and SoundCloud. Twitter, it's Miss the Bus Pod. Facebook, Miss the Bus. Pretty much.
No, Patrick, for breakfast. A chicken, a pizza.
Oh, I forgot we're quoting SpongeBob.
That's what we do.
Always.
Do the sound. Do the yeah.
You know, we never do the end of that because it keeps going.
Yeah, just keep...
I was
Anyway,
adding like a little.
we keep getting sidetracked and we haven't even introduced ourselves yet. So,
I'm not even here.
hey guys, I'm one of your hosts, Bailey, and then to the left of me, we got.
This left to the right.
I'm
to the right,
Skyping
to the
in
left.
today from England, from
funny-
Australia. I'm excited to be with you today.
Jeez,
From Australia, they changed my voice too.
I feel like this is offensive.
Shrimp on the Bobby.
I love Australian people.
How many do you know?
few.
I work with one.
I've met
Wow.
I think I've met an Australian person before.
I have not.
Australian people listen to our.
Wait, you went from a few to I think
I've met at least one. Also, I think we have some people in Australia that listen to our podcast.
Yeah, we do.
I literally just said I work with one, so I think she
There you
told
go.
her family about
See?
it.
Oh,
See? I'm justified
They don't
here.
sound like.
Stop. You sound like you got something stuck in your throat.
Anyway, who else we got with us? Go ahead.
I'm Tyler. Glad to be here today.
Today.
All right, boy.
Omar. Also glad to be here today.
I'm gonna make that every time Tyler introduces himself. I'm just gonna like repeat the today. Today.
Because you do that
Today,
every
I do.
time.
Today.
I'm trying to get like a
Today.
trademarked thing.
I need to get a better one.
To-
Australian.
Mine's always just glad to be here today.
That's what you're choosing to have your trademark. It's
Today.
just glad to be here today.
So what more is there to say?
There's not much more to say.
I feel like there's a little more.
Happy to be
say.
here. Glad to be here. It'll change between the two, but the today will always be constant.
I'm a fan of that. Respect.
Yeah, I guess I respect it.
Yeah.
Wow, could you hear it in my voice how much I respect that?
And the way you like moved as you
Genuine.
said it, you were like,
Yeah, you're just like, okay, I respect it. I got it.
Wow.
She kind of like she flailed her hand a little bit as like a huh.
In my defense, I flail my hands a lot. I don't know why. I just like to speak with my hands.
There was a point in my life where I thought maybe I don't use my hands enough when I talk, because
You
when
think?
you talk with your hands, you look and sound more confident. In my opinion,
You do.
In
And
my
when
opinion.
you're saying something that's
It's funny because you hadn't been talking with your hands this whole time, and then right when you're saying that, you started.
because my hands
using
are
your
underneath the table.
Yeah.
right, and when you're announcing something that like you want people to be kind of like excited about, you like put your hands together. And,
Yeah, it looks better when you talk with your
Like,
hands.
show not tell,
It's like when you see people talk like in front
Show
of crowds,
not
they
tell?
talk with their hands because it's
or show and tell.
I was gonna say, explain what show not tell means.
It's like, well, I'm explaining it wrong.
like oh show
Show it,
but
you just
don't
don't
tell. You know?
I can't think of the word that to use your hands for.
I don't know, but you keep putting them together like a fucking crab and like
Or like
like
a-
Do
A
crabs
baby
do
cradle.
that?
Did y'all ever like have people come up to you in school and they'd like do? I can't remember what
Here's
they do,
the
but they
church,
get
here's the
decked in the
steeple.
fucking
yeah,
face.
and then you'd open it up and like
And
here's the
see-
baby's poop beetle. Something I don't remember.
Nope, that's not it.
No, I don't know what school you went to.
There was something that like, and then they would turn their hands and they'd be like, "This is the baby's shit," and I'd be like,
The
"Fuck."
baby shit? I don't know what you're talking. I don't know. Did they have actual baby shit in their hands? when
No,
they
that's
did
why it
that?
didn't make any sense. They're stupid. I don't know why they did that to me in school.
I just am confused as to why they'd be like, "Here's the church, here's the steeple, open it up, baby
And
shit,
baby shit.
baby shit comes out."
You can see why I was so confused when I was a
I'm
kid.
so like
Dude, this happened.
I don't understand.
I wish I could find those little kid fucks that did that to me.
And throw actual baby shit at them. Okay, all right. You know what? We're gonna dive on into the news. The news. Oh, you were doing that.
I don't
again?
remember what I
That
did.
was like really close to how it was last time. Actually. All right, wait. Ready? Go.
Well, now there's no way.
It's time for the news. Beep boop ba beep. Ah.
No, that was way too
That was
much.
like 100%.
That was 100%
copyright.
Mario.
Eat it ooh. Ah. No, because it's in my voice. It would make it like if it sounds different, it can't be like.
Well, you can definitely say it. I'm
You
just
think
saying
iTunes
that
would
can't
be
be
like,
our.
fuck this boy.
They come hunting.
Fuck this Mario boy.
All right.
Whatever, news.
Moving on to the news. Omar, you want to roll this one in?
Yeah, let me roll
a
this
big
one
old
in.
fatty for us.
What?
Did it fuck?
What a start. All right. I like that.
Is it unfucked now?
Yeah, it's
Sorry, we're having. Okay, it's good. Go ahead.
Okay.
Y'all
So
completely
we got.
missed what I just said. So
Yeah, let's just ignore it.
I'd rather not know.
I'll just hear it later.
So yeah, we got some news on the standalone Joker movie, not
Right.
the Jared Leto one, but the Joaquin Phoenix. And just to be clear, the Jared Leto movie is like in current time. It's not like Origins or anything, right?
I think it is.
Because that wouldn't make. Is it? That wouldn't make sense if they're doing a Joaquin
did
Phoenix.
they ever actually say?
Maybe they
They
just
haven't said
yet.
much about it yet.
I think
but
they just announced that they were both happening.
okay, because obviously the Joaquin Phoenix one isn't in the current DC universe,
No.
but
Right,
the Jared
it's-
Leto one is. Which for me, I guess it would make sense if it's a spin-off from like Suicide Squad, not really an origin movie. Because why would they do two?
Well,
But
yeah, it's definitely going to be a spin-off of it, but it
Right.
could still be an
They
origin
don't
story. They don't
know.
know. They
Oh,
don't
I
know.
hope not.
They don't know
I
what
don't
the fuck they're
Those
doing.
boys
Those
don't
DC
know.
people out there.
So the news is it's gonna focus on the character becoming the actual Joker, like a failed comedian, whatnot. It's gonna
Killing
be set,
joke.
Right. They're mostly gonna take elements from that, which I think is cool. We'll see how they do it though. It really depends on how they do it. But it's from what it looks like, they're planning to start somewhere around September. Start production and everything, which is awesome because that's pretty soon.
And Martin Scorsese's a part of it.
Yeah.
He's a
Which
big part of
automatically
it.
makes it like better.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. It gives me hope. But and it's gonna be set somewhere, I believe, in the 80s, maybe like mid 80s.
All
or
these
something.
movies have been being set in the 80s.
Right,
and
like
I'm
Wonder
digging
Woman.
it.
It's a trend.
I'm digging it though.
Yeah. So I don't know. And location wise, I believe it's gonna be New York, or from what the set photos look like, or whatever the leaked details.
In the Killing Joke, when they do all the flashbacks, does that happen in Gotham or is it another city? It's got to be in Gotham,
It's
right?
in Gotham.
Yeah.
Wait, Mary just texted
Wow.
us. She in all caps going, I didn't know there was going to be a
Oh,
Jared
yeah.
Leto Joker
And that was
movie.
last week.
You didn't know that? Really? That got announced a few
he's
weeks
back.
ago.
He's back.
If no one knew,
He's-
Mary's like the biggest fan of Jared Leto in the world.
He's producing it.
Oh yeah.
He's going to star
okay.
in it and
starring
produce
and
it.
producing.
Quick question for you guys. What would you What would you rather, a Jared Leto movie or a Joaquin Phoenix movie?
Oh, Joaquin Phoenix movie for
Okay,
sure.
taking into listen.
because
Take
of
into
Suicide
consideration-
Squad.
Okay.
Because
Okay.
of the circumstances surrounding everything.
It's because
thing
I
is,
don't think
though-
you want to explore any more of that in the DCU. I think it's more interesting to explore it in like its own separate thing.
I get that, like, I would obviously prefer a Joaquin Phoenix too, but at the same time, I feel like you can't even compare these two movies. They're going to be so completely, they're the same
no, 100%,
character, just
right.
like so completely different.
No, I'm not saying to compare. I'm saying which would you rather, if you had to pick one, just because I don't know if they're planning to continue with the whole DC, like the current DC universe.
Yeah. Well, it depends on what would fit better in the universe they've created so far anyway.
That's right.
I like Joaquin Phoenix more as an actor, but
But
Jared Leto could be great if the circumstances were actually good, but the circumstances around the DC stuff isn't
Well,
very
that's the
good.
thing. Even giving him reign to like make this movie all about him, and he's probably going to be like acting wise great in it. He's still got to like fit into the whatever the DCU is
Right,
doing
right.
now,
Yeah.
which who knows
They
what that
haven't
is.
said.
It's
They haven't
weird.
said.
Well, I don't know.
I just don't think if you want to fix this universe, I don't think your next step is, hey, let's make this Jared Leto Joker movie.
No.
Because Suicide
Yeah.
Squad was the most.
Well, I mean,
poorly
what's the
received
next
one.
movie that's like after Aquaman? I know some
Shazam.
recent
Shazam,
news,
and then they still got
some
Wonder
recent
Woman.
news came out about Flash that they're taking a different direction and it's gonna be like a lighter movie.
I do not care about Flash. At
I don't
all at
either.
this
That's the
point.
thing. I don't care about Ezra Miller.
I don't care about any of it except for Wonder Woman.
Yeah.
That actually everything's like around that looks cool. Her
They
costume.
showed. Did y'all see all the pictures that
Steve
they've been
Trevor.
posting for it?
Everything looks cool about that. So
Yeah.
I'm looking.
I don't
forward
know.
to it.
I still care about these characters. I just want the movies to be good.
I'm really glad that they're going with like you said, like the whole '80s vibe with Wonder Woman, because I mean they could have easily made like Wonder Woman 2 could have easily been like a current movie.
I
Oh,
think
yeah.
they because
So
of
it's
how
awesome,
bad Justice League is done and just how fucked the whole DC timeline is right now. I think they just want Wonder Woman to stay as separate as it
Yeah,
can.
see, and I like
so
that.
they
I
do that
don't-
by just saying like this is still going to take place before.
Right,
she
and
meets
that's the thing.
anyone.
I don't need like a second Wonder Woman movie to have like somebody like Flash or Aquaman appear. Like
Right.
I want her
They
own movie again.
they don't want to taint
exactly
it with that
so
at this
that's
point.
fine. Yeah, that's
so.
more than fine. So, anyways, moving on.
Yeah, no. I mean, well, first of all, I am really excited about the Joaquin Phoenix movie, but
I am too. Yeah.
how many times have we said this? How upset we are with DC and what's been going on with it?
I know we're just
It's like a broken record at this point.
DC has
so
failed us.
you see all the news that they bring out about it because they're trying to get people hype. And it's
Omar,
just-
you're like me. You've liked a good bit of these movies.
I've liked Batman vs Superman a lot. Man of Steel a lot. Justice League was a disappointment.
yeah, I liked Man of Steel a lot too.
Justice League for me was a disappointment. I mean, it's got some redeeming things, but not enough to where I could say like, dude, I watched it again the other day. A lot worse than what I remember.
I
A
thought
lot
when we
worse.
watched it, we all like super enjoyed
I did.
it.
'Cause
Once
it
again,
was, like,
second
fun
view.
in the theaters,
not
but once
so
you
much.
like leave it and you start thinking about the movie, you're like,
I'm
wow.
telling you guys, the second watch, not worth it, man. I was like,
I don't know,
I was
man.
forcing it. I don't
Okay.
know.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
moving
anyway, so moving on, yeah. So the new trailer for the live action Dumbo movie dropped this week.
Oh,
And did you watch it?
Nope, did
Because we
not.
watched it, I think, right before you came over. But
it looks so cool.
It's
It looks
Tim
good.
Burton's making the new Dumbo movie, and
it's not animated or anything, right?
no, it's live action.
Oh, dude.
And
Dope.
it's got like Danny DeVito, Colin Farrell.
Oh, no worries.
Yeah,
Michael
Michael
Keaton.
Keaton, and this is like the first time Tim Burton, Michael Keaton, and Danny DeVito are all together since
That's
Batman. So it's like kind of exciting to see.
Are they
that.
playing actual like people or are they playing characters?
They're like circus people.
Yeah.
Oh, I gotcha.
It's all like the animated movie. It's all based around the circus and everything. It seems like it's going to be a really sad movie, which technically Dumbo is a sad movie.
Right.
So
I don't know. I already think from this trailer it looks better than what he did with the Alice movies.
Oh,
Because
yeah. Easily.
already the costume designs and everything looks way better. Because Alice was too over the top, and that's why I hated it.
well, this trailer was also a pretty good trailer too.
Yeah, it looks
I
good.
liked it a lot, and I like the music they used.
Dumbo's
for it.
also Dumbo's a very short movie too.
Mhm.
So it's like I'm curious as to how much new stuff he'll put in.
Well, whenever I heard that this was being made, I was kind of confused of how they were going to do that. But the elephant doesn't look as bad as I thought it would.
I love the way he looks.
Yeah, he looks great.
He's got big old eyes.
I was nervous about that, but it actually looks really good. I don't
looks
know.
cool.
I'm excited for it, but I also don't want to be sad. And Dumbo's such a sad movie. But I think it's set to release March of 2019.
Yeah.
So
March?
March 29th.
Wow, that's kind of close.
Of
So
2019.
technically-
Yeah, I didn't even realize it was that soon.
Because I thought that's the beginning
yeah,
of
that'll
next
be here
year.
before we know
Yeah.
it.
So technically, it's the 28th then, because I mean, if it comes out the night before, right?
I'm really hyped for that.
Yeah, that's how it works.
I'm the
Well, no,
most.
you know, March 28th is an important.
Oh, that's my birthday.
Oh,
Fuck
yeah,
you
yeah.
Damn, look at
I
that.
didn't know where you were going with that.
Dang,
I was confused.
I had a little Dumbo toy when I was a kid too.
Oh.
There you go.
I'm the most
my
hyped-
life's coming full circle now.
Full circle.
It is.
I'm the most hyped for the Winnie the Pooh live action though.
Dude, okay, right before the Incredibles, the
Oh, yeah,
trailer
they showed
came
that
on.
trailer.
Yeah, and the guy right by me goes like, "So we don't need this shit." I was like, "What the fuck?"
Jeez.
This dude, mind you, this dude's probably like mid-20s, late 20s, or whatever. And I'm like, I mean, like you're going to see the Incredibles. There's a bunch of kids, right?
Oh, so he was just upset that it was showing trailers like that?
Right.
Well, yeah.
And I'm thinking,
that's how trailers
like, what do
work
you
and the type
expect?
of
You know,
movie
like, are
you
you
go
fucking
see.
stupid? Yeah. Anyways,
Did you
moving
tell
on.
him any of that?
I turn around.
then you stood
I
up
turn
and
around.
fought
Look,
him in the
I
middle
turn
of the
around
theater?
and I was like, "Bleh," and then I turned back around. I was like, "Fuck it."
I think Winnie the Pooh is going to work the same way that Toy Story 3 works because Toy Story 3 was about Andy had grown up and it's like but these are still his toys.
Yeah, it's gonna strike the same chords. Probably.
And I can't. I love that shit. I can't fucking wait.
I really just hope. I mean, I think it's gonna be. Great.
I know what you're saying.
I see because the first trailer or the first teaser was so good, and
It
I still
was.
think the new one's really
Yeah.
good too. But I think some of the stuff where they're actually back in the real world and they're driving around.
Yeah.
I hope they don't focus too much on
I don't-
the
no.
crazy the characters smashing on windshields and stuff. You know
No,
what
I
mean?
think the reason they did that was to show that even that. I mean, I think it's going to be still
They're
emotional.
trying to
at
make
its
it a fun
core,
movie, too,
But it's
though.
going to have all of the Pooh movies have fun and silly moments. So I think they're just kind of trying to show half and half.
right.
I still think at its core, it's going to be a really emotional movie.
I think all these live action movies that are going to be coming out like this are going to all be really good, actually.
Yeah, I mean, I loved Beauty and the Beast. It was one of my favorite movies last year.
It was really good. I did like that
I
one.
mean, I've watched it 4 times.
But yeah, so Dumbo. Dumbo's flying into theaters.
Here we go. Here it comes.
That was a good one.
Flying into a theater near you.
That's what I
Oh,
was about
God.
to say.
I know.
Okay,
You
so
should
anyway, well, I tried, and then Tyler goes, "Here we go," because I gotta throw my puns in. But anyway, so moving on.
Yeah. So apparently this next one, Jurassic World: The Fallen Kingdom, has come out in China, and it's absolutely crushing over there.
They always
To the-
do.
Yeah.
Those big monster movies.
But yeah, apparently it made 34 million its opening night, which is crazy. That's great for Jurassic World, but it also comes dangerously close to The Last Jedi's entire haul
That's
over
crazy.
its entire run, which was I think 42.
That is insane.
That's
Yeah.
But the Star Wars movies never do well over there.
I think The Force Awakens did semi well though. I think this trend
Yeah.
kind of started with The Last Jedi and Solo.
The Force
for
Awakens was
sure.
a monster of a movie. At first Star Wars in over 10 years. So
Right. That's
or
prob-
in 10 years.
Yeah, so it's a mixture of that, just drawing people in that hadn't seen Star Wars in forever. But yeah, I thought that was kind of interesting.
I mean, The Force Awakens still made $700 million more than The Last Jedi.
Right.
The Last Jedi still made $1.3 billion, but Force Awakens made $2 billion.
Right. Well, there's this whole thing.
I was kind of upset when I saw The Last Jedi didn't do as well.
We kind of knew it wouldn't, though. You know.
See, I didn't until the fan reaction was kind of bad, or half the fan reaction was bad. What happened was people that probably saw it once probably didn't go back to see it. The people that didn't like it.
Well, yeah, because
Yeah,
you have to think with The Force Awakens, people rewatch that movie
Multiple people would go and see it more than
3 or
once.
4 times.
exactly.
Yeah, so
Which,
that
for this one, it was just one time and they were done.
right.
Which is
So-
sad, but
We saw it about what, 4 times?
yeah, I think we did see it 4 times
I saw
in
it.
theaters.
I saw it 4 times.
Yeah.
I think I only
Yeah.
saw it
Worth
3
it.
times in theater.
No, because
I saw it 3 times. Who cares?
I saw it once. I saw it once.
yeah, you're
I saw it once by myself without y'all. One
Maybe
late,
it was just
really
3
late
of them.
one night.
Yeah, but so yeah, that's interesting. I'm excited for Jurassic World:
I
Fallen
am
Kingdom.
too.
Though, so.
I think this movie be so fun.
I might get on a plane and go to China and just watch it.
I think it's
help them out.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be really
I can't
fun.
keep waiting.
I mean, I don't
wait. I mean, it comes out this week, right?
Yeah, but you know,
You
I
can
don't
do it,
want to see
man.
it today.
Are we going to review it?
Yeah,
Well,
Hell
duh.
Yeah.
stay tuned.
Stay tuned for
Don't
that
don't
review.
hold your breath. That'll be next week.
You want me to do this next one?
Yeah, go on to that.
All right. So, John Lasseter, who is the head, I don't know if he was the founder of Pixar, but he was the head of Pixar. He directed movies like Toy Story, Bugs Life,
Right.
I think Cars 2. He's done a lot of stuff.
Let's leave Cars 2 out
His
of this.
name is literally on every single Pixar movie that's come out. But 7 months ago, he stepped down for, I don't know, sexual misconduct, I guess you could call it. But they worded it to like inappropriate, like touching and hugging.
It was creepy.
Yeah, they kind of like downed it to being not as bad as some other cases that you see. But apparently, John Lasseter will be leaving Disney and Pixar by the end of 2018, which is interesting. Apparently, he's going to stay on as a consultant for now. I don't know what that means for how long for.
That is weird. How long would he even be able to stay? Like, if he's
I don't
doing
know.
this, it's like staying on as a consultant. He
It's
could just
funny.
technically do that forever, and nobody would even know.
A lot of people thought Incredibles 2 wasn't going to do as well just because he was like heavily involved with the movie.
Yeah.
Or whatnot.
But main stream audience.
I was
going
to
to
say a lot of people don't even know who John
Yeah,
Lasseter is.
that's true.
So
He released his own statement. He said, "The last 6 months have provided an opportunity to reflect on my life, career, and personal priorities. While I remain dedicated to the art of animation and inspired by the creative talent of Pixar and Disney, I decided the end of this year is the right time to begin focusing on new creative challenges. I'm extremely proud of what two of the most important and prolific animation studios have achieved under my leadership, and I'm grateful for all the opportunities to follow my creative passion at Disney." So he's staying on until the end of the year.
right. Well, in a sense, he had to do this, right? I mean, when you're kind of surrounded
Yeah.
by controversy,
Yeah.
and even more so when you're ahead of like a children's type animated, you know what I mean? Like it's Pixar.
Yeah.
It's almost more than anything else that needs to kind of like get rid of that negativity. It's like obviously Pixar does.
He knows that, like, if he just stayed, all it would do is hurt the company. Like, it would only
Right.
hurt
I
everything
think-
that he's like worked so hard
As-
to do. So
Yeah, as bad as these cases are, though, I think he handled it better than anybody else.
Yeah, I think so too. I mean, we
Because
don't
the
know-
fact that he took the leave of absence like 7 months ago and let it kind of calm down a little bit, and then now he's just like, yeah, I'm done.
well,
I'm
and he
out.
probably did it because he was going to see how much it could calm down. Like, could I step away from it and then come
I'm
back?
sure
and everything
Disney
be
straight
okay,
up
or
asked him, like,
Yeah.
can you just leave?
right? I'm sure they did, and so you know, it looks like it happened mutually.
I'm
and-
interested to see if on future movies, if his name is still on it. Because his name was all over The Incredibles too.
Yeah.
I'm sure. So
But-
as long as he's around being a creative consultant, his name will be in there. So it'll just be
Yeah.
It'll be how long
Executive
they actually
producer.
keep him doing that and stuff like that. Yeah.
And apparently, the people that are reported to take over would be either. This is what it says. The outlet reports that Frozen's Jennifer Lee and Inside Out's Pete Docter are good contenders to replace him. So.
I thought Pete Docter was the main one they were looking at.
Well, he probably is because he did things like Inside Out and Up. I mean, he's been there a very long time.
Yeah, that's what I heard. Like, I think when I was reading about it, I saw that.
Right.
But I was reading somewhere else too that they could do a joint where it's her, Jennifer Lee, and Pete Docter.
Whatever
Would make sense.
whatever they end up doing, I think it's going to work out. I know
Yeah.
there's like people are saying it's not going to be the same without him and stuff like that. And I understand he's been such like a creative part of Pixar that's been the reason why
Well,
movies like Toy Story and
yeah.
The Incredibles and everything are the reason that they are what they are. But I think the whole team at Pixar is so creative and everything they do there is just on another level. And say what you will about people have said the last few movies, some of them are dipping quality, some of them don't, but audiences love them, obviously.
Yeah.
I mean, look what The Incredibles did. So I think they're going to be fine.
I think it's the most interesting time for him to leave because the only other movie that they officially have announced on the agenda is Toy Story 4.
And that's the whole reason why it started.
And
right?
everything else after that, they're saying is all original things.
Right. Which is good.
So far.
I like these sequels when they're good.
I do too.
But at the same time, Pixar is so good at creating new shit. So just keep churning out new shit. I mean,
Churn the butter.
I mean,
Yeah,
people
churn-
people don't give them enough credit though because they have had original
Churn the
things.
butter.
Because in the past 4 years or so, we've had Inside Out, Good Dinosaur, Coco. I mean, they're there. It's more like they do something new, and then they do some sequels, and then they do
a
something
little
new.
Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends jokes for you.
Yeah, I got it.
But no, yeah, I know exactly what you mean. They're going to be fine.
See you later, Lassie.
I'm interested to see what
That's all we got
new
for
IPs
ya.
they come out with.
New IPs.
Because whenever they do new movies, they're normally pretty good. I know people
Yeah.
were kind of indifferent to The Good Dinosaur, but I liked it.
Well, we were talking about this earlier. I think The Good Dinosaur suffered more from just nobody fucking knowing it was coming out.
They didn't promote it
They didn't promote it at all, and it
They
came
didn't.
out. Didn't it only come out a few months after Inside Out? Inside Out was very well received. So it was
came out in November. I remember that.
and I think Inside Out came out over the summer
in
that
June
year.
or July.
Yeah, so And people up until that point, I think, were very used to Pixar movies being like annual releases. Like, oh, what's Pixar's movie going to be for this year? You know what I mean? So that might have been one of the first times they really came out with two. Yeah. And it wasn't like one of them was a sequel either. It was like two brand new ones. And they, like you said, they didn't really market it that well. So
no, they didn't. Because I remember
that's definitely the fault for it.
I remember never seeing very many commercials for it, and even with toys and stuff, there was some stuff, but it wasn't a ton like they do with other stuff.
Yeah.
Which is weird because dinosaurs sell.
Yeah.
Yep.
Either way, though, I mean, we also have moving on to like some stuff that like we can talk a little bit about, but does anybody really care that much, kind of thing?
Nah.
No, I'm kidding. But Jeff Johns also left. Well, not completely. He didn't completely leave DC, but he apparently is leaving to do more of his own thing, producing wise. So that's kind of.
Is he still going to be producing like DC movies or just like?
I don't think so.
Well,
I
I
think he's like a complete.
The Green Lantern
Yeah,
movie.
he's working on the Green Lantern.
But that's the last one he's doing, I think.
Gotcha.
And he's probably just helping write it.
Because he actually writes Green Lantern comics.
Right.
That's where his claim to fame came from.
I gotcha.
It's saying that he's launching his own production company called Mad Ghost Productions,
and it's gonna do some DC stuff.
It's more like it's saying that he has like more of a hands-on role with like writing and
like
producing
that.
comics, movies, and like the TV shows, but it's still gonna be DC characters.
Right.
Yeah,
That's
so
cool.
it's not like they were like, get the fuck out of here.
No, it's not anything.
Leave!
It's not like John Lasseter. It's more like he chose, like he wanted to do this, and he wanted to like take a different step for his like career. So good on you.
Yeah, good for him.
Yeah, I mean, if he wants more freedom to do what he loves.
Right. So we had.
They're all going to be jumping ship pretty soon.
Jesus, we're not going to have like anyone.
I wouldn't blame him, honestly, with the way things are going for
What
DC.
if Ben Affleck just starts running DC
movie, please?
So many people would hate that.
Like if Ben just took over all of DC Entertainment.
I'd be a fucking
like I've been saying for months on this podcast, we'll see in like 2 months during San Diego Comic-Con, they're going to have to announce some stuff.
Ben Affleck,
right.
we don't need you to be Batman anymore. We need you to run this whole fucking thing.
What if he's like, I'll do it?
I'm in.
Speaking of, though, they are going to be debuting the Aquaman trailer at Comic-Con, which is in July. I think like July 17th.
I think that movie's going to be good.
We'll
I
see
do
what
too.
happens.
Yeah. I mean, everything we've heard about it so far, I feel like has been positive for the most part.
It's going to at least be weird.
See, I hope it's weird. I hope
not going to be like
it's going to be.
I feel like
and like a different style than what they've been doing at least.
Yeah, it's not going to be anything like we've seen so
James
far
Wan,
in the DC.
He's a good director.
Right, yeah. So, I mean, it gives me hope. We'll see.
Yeah, we have that, and then we have a couple other trailers that came out, which I don't know why I watched this, but they had the new Conjuring prequel trailer.
Wait, it's an actual trailer?
Yeah, have you not seen it?
No, I haven't seen any of these trailers.
Nun.
I was about to say, wait, didn't it play before The Incredibles?
But no, that was before Tag. Yeah.
Oh, there's no fucking way they play that for The Incredibles, dude.
They have like all these kids trailers,
half
and
of
then
those
the
kids will
nun
leave.
pops up. And the picture they show in the beginning of that trailer is like that's the creepiest part of the entire
Fuck,
trailer.
I hate nun horror movies. They're fucking stupid.
How many nun horror movies are
A
there?
lot.
Really?
Yes. It's a very common theme, and it's always fucking stupid. Sorry if that offends anybody, but it's stupid. It's stupid. It's not interesting. Ooh, a nun.
Ooh, a nun.
It's not interesting at all.
She starts like whipping people with I don't know.
A belt.
What's a habit?
They try to play it like this big fucking stereotype of.
I don't get it.
I don't get it either. It's not. I don't know.
So they had that. They had the Grinch trailer that also released.
Looks kind of cool, honestly.
Benedict Cumberbatch. I was like a little weirded out about him being the voice, but I actually think I kind of like it.
Who wrote Ben Cum on it?
I know. I don't like that.
I did.
I don't like that at all.
I was
And she did it with your colors, man.
I was shortening his name, and I realized his name shortened is Ben Cum. So I kept it.
Why? You think people called him Cummy in high school or like in
I don't
school?
think so. Let's get away from this.
You don't think?
Oh, but they also
here comes Ben Cum.
it sounds almost like one name. Like
Here comes
it's
Ben Cum.
Ben Cum?
Ben Cum. That actually does
It's
sound
kind of growing on
British.
me.
I know.
He is British, isn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very much so.
So, I mean, I think that movie actually kind of looks better than I thought it would.
I think it's gonna be good.
Yeah, I think so.
It's a Christmas movie. I can't complain.
No one can.
I'll go see it.
Christmas. Christmas time. Okay, anyway, though, we also had an amazing trailer for First Man.
Oh, I have not seen it yet.
It looks
Dude,
really
have
good.
you watched, like, any trailers at all?
No. No, I
You also have not seen Whiplash, have you?
No,
Dude,
I
Whiplash
haven't
is so
seen it.
fucking good.
It's
I love that
straight, it's
movie.
straight
I
up.
have
It's
not
fucking
seen it.
incredible.
But the First Man trailer, It looks like it's gonna be amazing.
It does.
And it got
Ryan
it.
Gosling.
Ryan Gosling. I mean, the
What a man.
boy
It looks.
can do no
I mean,
wrong.
it looks really good. I didn't realize Damien Chazelle was already doing another movie after La La Land. I didn't realize he had already.
Have y'all seen La La Land?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, I
it's
love
really
that
good.
movie.
Yeah, I liked it.
It's incredible.
Aw.
I didn't
A lot of people hate it, actually.
really. I
Yeah.
feel like I've not heard that.
Yeah,
at all.
apparently, I've actually read on the internet that lots of people that are very into theater and things like that don't like it.
Why?
I
I guess
don't
are they
know.
being like super stick up their asses about
Anal.
I don't know. And then I remember
Because-
one time
Shoved it way up.
I was
there.
on some website one time and I read something where people
What kind of website, boy?
it was a website where you could download movies. I didn't want to just outright say that, but it was a long time ago and I was reading through the comments.
I
and-
don't do that anymore.
Oh yeah, and a whole bunch of people were just commenting like, "Oh, this movie," and this is in quotes. This movie's cancerous, and the
Cancerous?
story's so lame, and all this stuff. And I was like, I don't get
Oh, that's
that.
the kind of.
Jesus, people are.
Yeah, because I guess it's like a love story if you're not into that kind of thing, but it's more than
Most
that.
movies like that are gonna be like.
I
that.
know.
Most theater like productions and stuff are like that too.
Yeah.
So
Drama.
I really,
dramas.
I really like him and Emma Stone together.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah,
on
they had
screens.
great chemistry.
Yeah.
They were good.
Yeah.
So, who else was in First Man trailer? Like, who's in First Man? Because I know that the person that plays Buzz, I can't remember which.
Emil Hirsch was in it, wasn't he? Or am I
Yes.
making that up?
No, he's in it,
Yeah.
but I don't remember who's playing Buzz Aldrin. But it was like somebody.
It was someone.
It's somebody I was excited about when I saw it. I can't remember who it was.
It's on the tip
though.
of my tongue. I'll look it up.
Oh, rip it the fuck off. Like, rip it off your tongue, I mean.
Corey Stahl.
Oh, Jinx.
I like that dude.
Bailey Bailey.
I love him. It's Cross from Ant-Man.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah,
But,
House of Cards.
but better known probably from House of Cards.
Yeah. Dude, I like
Way
these
more.
guys.
He's also in the Strain, that TV show.
Oh, yeah. He has hair in it.
Every
I
time
didn't
they
know
show
that.
a trailer for the Strain, it looks like kind of good, and then you go and read
It's
reviews,
over.
and it's like it's not that
Yeah,
good.
it is over.
It was only like 3 seasons.
Three seasons. Yeah, the third one was the last one.
Oh, I also completely forgot. I'm sorry, I'm like moving on so quickly, but Ewan McGregor got casted in the like new Shining
Yeah,
sequel,
what the fuck?
which I think has everyone seen The Shining? I know Matt has.
Ewan
it.
McGregor's
I
having
haven't
a big resurgence. I mean, I guess he never really went
The
away,
resurgence.
but he's in a lot of stuff now. And he's gonna be in like the Obi-Wan movie when it inevitably happens, and he's in Winnie the Pooh or Christopher Robin, and he's gonna be in this, and he was in Fargo.
It's because everybody loves him.
And he looks
Give the
fucking
people what they
good.
want.
He does.
He looks fucking younger than me.
Okay,
Yeah, it's not true.
I don't think that's true, but he doesn't look like he's aged at all. That's the
I think
weird
he's
thing.
gotten better looking with age.
Some people do that though.
It's incredible.
They age like fine wine, as
Yeah?
I hear.
Oh, yeah.
like Robert Downey Jr.
As they say.
You ever seen without a beard?
Robert Downey Jr.
Yeah, we saw him in Civil War.
He's got funny curly hair right
You
now.
remember?
Oh yeah.
for
Well,
some
yeah, but
reason.
they also make him look super
Yeah,
super young.
super fucking weird.
I forgot about
I love you,
that.
Dad. Hi, Dad.
Fucking. There's like a feather floating around in here.
Oh, I see
Oh, it's right
it.
above you.
Yeah.
It's from this blanket on the
Right
table.
there.
What?
Incredible Soup resale tickets.
Oh, yeah.
Wait, so that's in terms of what? Pixar movies, animated movies, what?
I think it's
It's-
animated.
Animated.
It has to be.
Well, that's still pretty good. Proud of those boys.
Yeah, the Fandango record for animated movie pre-sale. It
I mean,
like
it'll-
blew it out the water.
I feel like it'll
Which
probably
was expected, really.
It'll probably
Yeah.
end up being the highest grossing animated movie.
It probably will.
Because
Well,
what would top it?
I was gonna say the movie.
Frozen. Never mind.
I don't think Frozen was for pre-sale though. Oh, we're talking about.
I'm talking about just
highest
worldwide
grossing.
box office.
I don't know.
Pre-sale, I mean, this is a movie that people had waited for
I was gonna say
for
when
so
you take
long,
a
but,
concept that
like,
people have been waiting for what, like almost 15 years.
Yeah,
Right,
I think it was
yeah.
14 years.
14 years.
I think
it came
it-
out in 2004, I think.
That's
Yeah.
the most people I've seen at like a Pixar movie in a long time.
Yeah.
What? Oh, yeah. I was trying to think of
Because when we saw Coco, it was crowded, but it wasn't like that. And when I saw Good Dinosaur, I was literally like there was 5 people in there. Finding Dory, I guess, was crowded when we saw it, but this had a lot of
I
people.
honestly
feel.
can't remember, but I felt like Coco was pretty crowded. But I was happy to see that it was crowded for
Well, we
this
were at a
because for some
smaller
reason
theater, I
I
guess.
We
thought
were.
I thought that it wasn't going to do as well as it did for some reason.
Incredible
The
Soup.
Incredibles?
Yeah,
Really?
I don't know why. I just was like not expecting people to like.
I mean, that's the
be
thing. Like a
rushing to
lot
the
of
theater to see
children
it.
are going to want to see this movie, but also, like
Well,
everybody
yeah.
It
saw
definitely like I feel
way
like
back when.
parents definitely can enjoy these movies
Oh,
too.
100%.
So
Yeah.
If
And
you were
I
a
mean-
parent that like had kids when the first one came out, then this one comes out, you know what I mean?
Or if
They
you're
were
a
super
parent,
into it. Or if you were somebody that was at the 8 like us.
Yeah.
There's just so many different age groups that
My
are
parents
into
are super psyched about seeing it.
Yeah.
Yeah, my mom loves it because she loves Edna Mode.
Edna.
Darling.
Robert.
Robert.
Oh, man. Okay, so that's pretty much it we got for the movies this week. Moving on to TV, though. I see, Omar, I think you're first. Oh.
All right. Got some news about Lucifer.
Getting saved by
okay.
God because he's the devil, get it? And Netflix is God. I'm just saying.
Don't bring up religion.
Wow.
Do you think the guy that plays Lucifer, if he believes in God, do you think he would feel bad about playing Lucifer?
No. Because he's getting fucking
Do you think
paid.
God would be mad at him for playing Lucifer?
Well, God
He'd be
is
like,
mad
no,
at
I
him.
understand.
Like
guy.
on the
Go do
show?
your thing.
God's in the show? You watch this show?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Like, why would I have it on here?
I don't know.
I
You
do
put
watch
a lot
it.
of stuff on here you don't
okay,
talk
so,
about.
so
Omar
here's the
never
thing.
sees his fucking amazing surprise. Man.
Here's the thing, right?
Yeah.
I no way care about this being renewed only for the fact that Tom Welling's on it and he's finally starting to be on the screens again. And I mean, that I love more than anything. And for you guys who don't know, Tom Welling was Clark Kent in Smallville. So I mean, that's the only reason I support this show now. I did watch it for like the first season and a half. It's got a lot of fans, and I mean, the fact that it was canceled, I
Well,
think.
obviously, if it's being saved.
Yeah, the fact that it got canceled in the first place, I think, got more people to kind of start watching it just to support it. And I mean, it's not a bad show in any way or anything. It's just kind of repetitive for the most part. It's a lot. It's a lot of. It's just
Like, how much can the devil really
it's like-
do, you know?
a lot.
Ah, good point.
Yeah. Anyways, it's
I
a lot
I
like,
saw on
He has
Twitter
some
people,
type of,
people were
it's-
really happy.
it's
that
like
it got
a
rubbed
fiddle
out.
it's
battle.
a lot like Arrow,
Jesus.
Flash. It's just like the episodes, start getting repetitive. But yeah, it's renewed. It got renewed for season 4 by Netflix. And I don't want this to become a trend to where a show gets canceled and gets renewed that easily.
Netflix is
But-
making their bucks off the fucking.
But what I'm
backs
saying
of other-
is, yeah. But I mean, in this case, I'm kind of happy. Just once again, I get to see my boy Tom Welling on screens, and a lot of people were really happy about it getting renewed. I mean, I didn't really see any negative backlash.
You have
I
to
for the
think
most
when we
part.
live in a time where literally if something like that happens where a show gets canceled, people don't want it to happen, they can just get on the internet and make noise
Right.
about it. Then like a company like Netflix or Hulu that sees that and they're like, oh, I can
Yeah.
pick this up and make a shit ton of
Right.
money off of it if all these people actually really do want it to come back. So I think until like Netflix grabs something like that and then they release it and it's like, oh, well, maybe nobody really wanted it, that it's just going to keep happening like that until...
I don't want that to become a trend. Like
yeah,
I said.
That's what I'm
some
saying. I
shows,
think it
like-
will die off as soon as they just pick a
so.
bad one.
Nothing
you know
has
what I mean?
consequences anymore. You know what I mean? Like, if you have a bad
She's about
TV
to go on a
show,
tangent.
or if like something isn't getting the ratings it's supposed to be getting, stop giving them second chances. Okay? Because
Well-
in a sense, I understand.
This is only a couple shows.
I was going to say that
No, but
I don't
if
think
it's-
this is as big of a thing.
I know it's not. I'm just saying, if this is gonna start, like Omar said, to become a trend, then what? Then
Right,
what are
what's
people
here-
working
Here's
towards
the thing.
anymore?
It won't for shows that are bad and don't have a following.
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
only going to
Yeah.
happen with stuff.
It's going to happen for shows that have a following
I
but
feel-
aren't
They have a
big enough.
following, but that doesn't make them good.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
I feel like a lot of shows this season
Subjective.
got canceled, or I mean, that just might be me. I don't
and
know.
there are
But-
some shows that are just better suited for a platform like Netflix than
Right, I
becoming
agree.
on network
I
TV,
agree.
and maybe Lucifer's
Yeah.
one of those.
With
so-
Lucifer does seem, what I know about that show at least, it does seem like it would be more of a Netflix show anyway.
I do. I mean, that excites me that Netflix picked it up. I do want to see what they do with it. Because yeah, like I said, I mean, for the most part, those kind of shows they just kind of get repetitive. And I mean, Lucifer as a character isn't as interesting as like Arrow or Flash. I mean, that's just I'm not even like
The devil is not as interesting as
exactly
Arrow or
as a guy that
Flash.
shoots bows and a guy that's faster than lightning. It's just I don't know. But no, I mean, they're just more popular
No, I
characters
get
when it
what
comes
you-
to
I know, I'm just
DC.
messing.
So
I get what you're saying.
because what's his name was also canceled. The guy with the trench coat.
The trench coat?
The
Yeah,
Drench.
yeah. The trench
I'm
coat.
always one.
Yo,
I'm sopped.
yeah. I forgot what he was. He was also DC, but they brought him back as kind of like on a couple episodes of Flash, Arrow, but they never.
What the
revived
fuck are
the
you
show.
talking about?
What's his name? The
I don't know what's his power. Like, I don't know what you're trying to reference.
no. He
That's
smokes
not-
cigarette. He's like very. He's kind of like a Lucifer type character.
He smokes a cigarette.
God, wow. No, I don't know. Fuck, I forgot
He
his
actually
name.
doesn't smoke cigarettes in the blacklist.
And
just
he wears
a
like a trench
fedora.
coat and. Oh God! Wait,
All right, someone
I'll
just
figure it out.
Google.
I'll figure it out.
People listening, just Google man wearing trench coat that smokes cigarette and is in DC, and then tell us what you get because that's what we're trying to talk about right now.
The call-in session?
Wait, what?
Who knows?
But anyway, so yeah,
Continue. I'll find it.
okay. Moving on though, because like yeah, whatever. Lucifer's getting renewed, and that's cool. Good job, Netflix. But Disney also is having a bidding war with Comcast to buy out Fox, and Comcast looks like it might be winning now.
Yeah, Comcast literally stepped in and is just like, no, fuck you.
They literally, I think it's like Disney put in a bid for like 52 billion, and then Comcast was like, all right, 65 billion. Like they just upped it a couple bill, and they're like, yep. So now it's actually looking like Comcast is going to win out.
A couple bill.
Which we were talking about this earlier, and I completely agree now. Like I thought about it, and I'm like, I kind of agree, because at first it made more sense for Disney to buy out Fox, just because it's such a big, like Disney pretty much runs everything, and they make gold. So it would be awesome for certain like Fox characters to like have a better story and be portrayed better. But now I'm realizing that like Disney's not going to make Deadpool movies. Disney's going to try and continue to do the X-Men, which I don't think they should. I think X-Men should die out at this point.
Someone asked about Deadpool a while back, and I think someone from Disney said like it would still be rated R. We would still do it.
But how can they do a Disney logo on something like that?
Well, Disney normally won't put their logo.
They
like,
won't
they don't
at the
put
beginning. It'll just during the credits it'll say it came from the studio.
Yeah.
That's all it'll say. I don't think that makes a difference. I don't think that would bother people.
I don't think it's
I'm
going to
not
bother
saying
people.
it's going to bother people.
I
It
just
kinda-
don't think. I think it's more on Disney's end. They don't want to make rated
Look,
R
at the end of
movies.
the, at the end of the day,
what Disney like tries
Yeah.
to do.
but at
Well,
the
it
end of the
does.
day, even Star Wars movies, it technically comes from Disney, but you don't see it.
You don't see it until the end.
But
You see Lucasfilms, and then at the end you see
Yeah.
Disney.
I
at
guess
the very
that's not
end.
what I'm trying to really fixate
No,
on.
I know what you
I'm-
mean.
I'm more saying it's like Disney has obviously made a specific type of look for their brand. So
And it suits
adding-
them.
right,
That's what Disney is, and in everybody's mind, that's what Disney is. So, as much as I love
Yeah.
Disney and love for them to to get bigger and make more stuff, it's like I don't want them to own everything that I love. You know what I mean?
I want them to
I
own
want the
me.
Disney stuff to be separate. I want them to own me.
I guess my point is, say like if you saw Deadpool merchandise in a store, it's not gonna say Disney Deadpool. You know what I mean?
but
Right.
that's not what I'm really getting at. I'm more saying it
I
in
know
a
what you
sense-
mean.
Well, then I don't. Well,
At the
then
end
why
of
are
the
you
day,
fighting me
too,
on
there
it?
are
No, I'm not.
the Disney Fox deal wasn't even like set in stone because there are monopoly laws, and it is like if it would come through, I think it would basically be the last thing Disney could buy on that scale because they're coming dangerously close to
Being
owning
a-
a monopoly.
yeah.
You know, to being a monopoly. Like they can't own everything. You can't just dominate the market. I mean, can you imagine? Like I think Disney, as we know them, would be completely gone if they owned everything.
They're gonna buy DC eventually.
You
And
think
Yeah.
And I think they can buy DC. I think they can do that.
somebody's got to buy them and fix them?
I mean, it'll happen eventually.
Don't-
whether or not they fix
If,
themselves.
if it's not Disney, it'll be us.
we're gonna buy DC.
Yeah, I'll email them. I'll throw in our bid for DC.
$10.
$10.
for all
is that
of
all
DC.
Ben Affleck's worth? Yeah.
And they're sitting in a conference room going, you know what? These people were offering $10 to just buy us out. You think we should do it?
And then they're
just
like,
get this off our hands.
and they're like, hey, Ben Affleck, the Miss the Bus people own you now.
All right.
We threw you in to like sweeten the pot.
Just real quick, the character was John Constantine.
Oh,
Teen or whatever?
Constantine?
Yeah.
I do know what you're talking
Yeah,
about.
and I think he had like
Fucking-
a season or two, and it got canceled. And then
Actually,
now they
a
brought him
lot of
back.
people loved that show.
Yeah, and I mean they
Constantine,
brought him back on
the
Arrow
trench
and
coat
Flash.
boy.
You guys remember?
Trench
I was
coat.
thinking you were talking about Blade.
No, a while back, they made a movie, right? Wasn't it?
Constantine,
What's
yeah.
his name?
Drive.
Keanu Reeves played the character,
And what? I don't.
right?
Are you talking about The Matrix?
That's
No.
He's
John-
right. He's right.
Right?
Really?
Yeah, he played the movie version of him.
People low key really love that movie.
I like
People low-key really love that show, too.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, the character is back on
On
Arrow,
Loose.
Flash, and no, not Loose.
Oh.
The Loose Goose. But yeah,
The loose goose.
Oh, man. So we went. Oh, okay. We were talking about Comcast. Wait, don't people hate Comcast?
Yes.
Okay, so like,
Yeah, I'm not saying Comcast should buy him. I think Fox should just. Is Fox doing that bad? Why does Fox need to fucking sell anything? Why?
I don't know.
I don't
honestly
think they
understand where
do.
that's coming from.
I think it's the fact that Disney was like, we kind of want to buy you,
Right.
so other places are being like,
Right, and that's the thing. It's kind of like how we feel. Like I think other big studios out there don't want Disney to own everything either. Obviously,
Yeah.
so
I don't know. It doesn't make a difference. If they don't get Fox, they'll buy someone else, in my opinion. That's just
Yeah,
how I
that's
feel about it.
very
And
true.
I don't know. I enjoy most of their movies, so at this point, I don't really give a shit.
yeah.
If they buy some things and make some great movies,
Why not?
You know what? That is the thing. At the end of the day, do we give a shit? As long as we're being entertained.
I don't give a shit because
Deep
it's not like
down.
I can control it or
just
make
want
it
to be-
or
Well,
make a
yeah,
difference.
at the end of the day, your voice isn't going to make a difference. Disney's going to buy what they
And-
want to buy. But
Sorry.
if you are just voicing your opinion, then yeah, I think it does kind of. You want some of your stuff to remain separate from. You don't want it to all be coming from the same place. Like Disney has a feel to it, and I'm not.
They have a
obviously-
standard.
right? And the standard part of it's good because for the most part they won't release something that's subpar. But
Yeah.
it's again,
I
it's
think for me,
darker things I don't think are going to work for Disney.
For
No.
me, with Marvel things, I generally enjoy most of it, and I don't have like a huge emotional attachment to it. I feel like I do a little more now because I really loved Infinity War, but before that, I didn't as much. But I would like to have more of an attachment to X-Men characters aside from Wolverine.
I agree.
So I don't know if they came and made a standard for X-Men movies and somehow coolly introduced them once the Avengers stuff was over. It could be cool, but we'd have to just wait and see.
That's pretty
Dude,
much
I
exactly
want-
what we're going to have to do.
I really want the Fantastic Four.
To be redone again.
I do, but like, because they could do them so right. I don't know. Just like,
You know, in
From
a
what
way,
we've seen-
The Incredibles is kind of like the Fantastic
I know. I've always
Four,
thought that. I mean, yeah, but I don't know.
if you think about it.
I want a
It
John
may.
Krasinski and Emily Blunt Fantastic Four movie.
That would be
Jesus,
great.
that would
more
be
than
beautiful.
anything. So
Yeah.
we'll see. Anyways,
But yeah, moving on. So I think Matt has something to say about what Warner Brothers.
Yeah, Warner Brothers is bringing back Looney Tunes, which is kind of cool if you like Looney Tunes growing up.
I did.
This comes from IGN.
What about Baby Looney Tunes?
Let's keep that out there.
I was into that shit.
I kind of like that too
Same.
as a
I
kid.
love
actually
it.
wasn't.
The days when I stayed
I
home
did
from
not
school,
like it.
dude.
Yeah, because
Price
it
is
would come
Right
on
and
at like
fucking
10.
Baby Looney
Yeah, it would
Tunes.
come on at like 10 a.m.
Yeah,
and
but
stuff.
they would come on at the same time as I Love Lucy, so I would just always
Right.
end up watching I Love Lucy.
But yeah, this comes from IGN. Basically, Warner Brothers Animation has announced that it will create a new series of short film cartoons starring the beloved Looney Tunes characters. Goes on to say it will feature the likes of Bugs Bunny, Daffy Duck, Porky Pig, and other characters. They're going to start coming out next year and be distributed amongst a ton of different platforms, digital, mobile, broadcast. I don't know. This is kind of cool if they end up being more like the classic Looney Tunes shows. You know what I mean? I think Cartoon Network did like a revive of Looney Tunes a few years ago.
It was weird.
But it ended up just being one of their kind of like a Cartoon Network show. You know how
Yeah.
their show they're just like kind of like off. I like some of those Cartoon Network shows, but
But that
it was like their Looney Tunes version of that. So I don't know how much this will end up being something like that or its own thing or what it used to be. They say kind of like the shorts will range in length from 60 seconds to 6 minutes. They'll be all over the place. I think that's kind of cool.
That is cool.
I think we need more kind of like classic-ish cartoons
I
like
miss
that.
that a
I'm down
lot,
for it,
actually.
Yeah. So yeah, I think that'll be fun. That's all.
I like it, but it always, I don't know, that kind of stuff. I was like super into Scooby-Doo when I was, I think
yeah.
we all loved Scooby-Doo, but then whenever they started,
What about a pup named Scooby Doo?
well, that's the thing, whenever they started making like the more modern versions
Right.
of it, I hated
Yeah.
it.
Well,
It
the
just
pup was
wasn't
just
the
that he was
same.
young.
I'm not
I-
talking about that. I'm
yeah.
talking about the
I know
actual
what you mean.
Scooby-Doo.
right.
like-
That's how I feel about certain things.
and
just
that's what
like,
I feel I would be scared that they would do
Right.
that to this.
Yeah.
So,
Right.
Look,
And
at
that's-
the end of the day, though,
you want to say at the end of the
Dude,
what
I
happens
say-
at the beginning of
At
the
the end of
day?
the day-
I say at the end of the day all
no,
the
I
time.
know. I'm just kidding.
No, I was just gonna say. At the end of the day, these cartoons though, they're not made for us anymore. You know, they're made for new generations of
Right.
kids, and I'm
Right.
sure people like our parents, like, well, I guess some of the
Yeah.
stuff we watched was the classic
Well,
stuff.
no, for sure.
But new iterations of things, it's just not made.
It's
for,
not.
Yeah.
And that the things that come on Cartoon Network and stuff like that, it's really not aimed at us anymore. But I think if they really just remade classic cartoons, that's something I'd throw on when I just, you know what I mean?
Oh, I would love that, but I just hope they would do it.
That's what I'm saying. They say they want to make
I'm-
1,000 minutes of new Looney Tunes.
Yeah,
I mean, that's cool.
Yeah.
People are super mad about how the Ninja Turtles look now because they're making a new TV show, but it's the same thing. It's not made for us anymore.
Right.
It's a new style for like a younger generation of kids.
Yeah, let them go do their thing. Kids will.
Yeah.
Kids
I mean, we don't
like
have to
all that
like
stuff.
it if we want to go back and watch the old stuff.
Right,
we
no,
can.
and I agree with you. I think it's kind of stupid when adults get pissy about
Yeah.
stuff like that. Like, oh, they're ruining Ninja Turtles, or if they're ruining Looney Tunes. It's like, no. At the end of the day, I think you can sit there and kind of want it to be
Yeah.
good or be what you want. But if it's not, just
And
let
at
it
the
do
end,
it. Let it do its thing.
That's kind of what sucks about being a critic of any type of thing like that, because I don't know, like we may hate something, but if you, like the stupid Michael Bay Ninja Turtles movies, lots of kids probably go see that and fucking love it. And
Oh,
it's-
Those
yeah.
movies don't need
oh,
to be
like,
good.
that's
They
their
make
Ninja
so much
Turtles,
money.
you know?
Yeah.
So I don't know.
So, yeah.
Things that make certain people unhappy make other people really, really happy.
Yeah,
You always
we'll
got to
see.
remember that.
We'll see what happens.
Speaking of unhappy, though, you want to talk about Luke Cage? Because they came out with the
I
reviews
guess.
for
Is that your
season
thing?
2.
Wait, is it out? It's not out yet, right?
Yeah, it
Season
is.
two?
Yeah, it
Season
is.
2's out?
Yeah, it came out.
Oh,
out.
shit.
And have you seen the reviews for it?
No. It's bad?
Not good.
Fuck.
Yeah. I saw the IGN article said Luke Cage can't punch his way out of this one.
It said something like it just never gets its footing. And
Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, the thing is, the first season was never that great. I enjoyed it because I'm a sick fuck, I guess. But
if they don't
I
cook that
knew-
man again in season 2,
I knew when I was watching Luke Cage, I knew it wasn't very good. But there was something about it. Maybe it's just the character, and maybe I just like stupid things. But it wasn't that great. I just found it very entertaining. So maybe if I watched the second season, maybe I would enjoy this.
I'm
too.
sure it's
Well,
probably
what-
watchable.
What
but
were the reviews like really focusing on? Was it like the villain or
I didn't
just
read
overall?
it. I just looked at the scores.
I just know
Yeah,
its
this-
scores
it
overall. It's not
scored,
getting good
like,
scores. I didn't want to read the
badly.
reviews in case I do watch it.
Yeah.
It's kind of like something like that was making so much noise that like, oh, it's getting bad reviews.
Because a lot of people, I mean, I wasn't a huge fan of the first season, but so many people actually were. So
I wasn't too fond of the first season. I mean, it was like a couple cool things, but
I was
overall,
fond of like the first 3 episodes.
it was alright to watch. Like I enjoyed some of it, but overall, like plot, just the pace, everything, even the finale, I was alright.
From what I read, they kind of made it seem like the second season still can't find its footing after all the Cottonmouth stuff, turning point in the first
I
season.
love Cottonmouth.
He was great.
Yeah.
That's when I stopped watching it.
He's got a mouth full of cotton, you know?
Moving on.
Please move on.
That wasn't even half good.
I know. I obviously didn't try too hard on that
You
one.
had
He's got a mouthful of cotton, no?
Accountant?
Uh,
He's an accountant.
I'm trying to fix my mic, and I misspoke while I was doing it.
Yeah. Sorry. Can y'all want to talk about the Netflix Telltale while I go find a Band-Aid? Because I just cut my finger really bad.
Holy shit. Yeah, because that's quick. Netflix is apparently really interested in adding some of these Telltale games to, or at least, as of right now, they're just saying the Minecraft story mode Telltale game they'll put on Netflix as, I guess, something that no matter what you're using, any remote it's going to work on.
Wait,
Um,
like it's gonna be like a
it's gonna be like a
show?
Telltale game. You know how they're basically like watching a show,
Wait,
but you
really?
just So they've like reiterated, no, we're not getting into gaming. I don't know how many of these Telltale games they'll do. It comes out at the same time as like Telltale and Stranger Things are being rumored to. There's being rumored
Right.
to be a Stranger Things Telltale
Yeah.
game too. And then you would imagine, okay, well maybe they put that on there as well. So I don't know. The Telltale games are weird. They have their audience, and
Yeah.
so maybe they'll work on Netflix if it's just something like, oh, you can click on this and just play through it.
I don't really get the point of this. Since
Have
it's
you
already
tried
just
the,
Telltale
I think
games.
Netflix is just always trying to do something new, and they're probably just throwing this out there and fielding it and seeing like, oh, are people going to be interested in this? Are people going to think it's stupid? If people like it, we'll do more, and if they don't like it, this will be it. So
Wow.
it's
Sorry.
it's interesting at the least, but yeah, I don't know how well it's going to work out or how interested people are really going to be in it long term. So
I can't see it lasting too long.
I mean, if it's free, I guess that's
Let's
what's the
try it,
thing?
right,
I'm
that's the
sure.
thing, like, try
I'm
it.
sure they're going to work on it. They're going to throw it up on Netflix, and it'll stay there forever. And it's just going to be like, do a lot of people get into this? We'll make more, and if not, no. So,
Yep.
it's its thing. It's whatever.
Yeah, so God, there's just not much news that's like that exciting this week.
This week, right? Yeah.
I think it's just like everything's been taken over by E3.
Yeah,
So
for the most part.
I guess we can actually move on to video games
Video
because we
games.
wanted to talk about, each of us are going to say like what our favorite thing from E3 was. So I don't know if you want to start off, boy.
I guess I
Since you're
will.
first.
I had like all my notes on my laptop, which just I did not put it on the charger. But from
Sweet.
what I remember, yeah, I just had some comments to say about the Spider-Man game we're getting. I don't know if many people are aware, but this wasn't obviously mentioned in E3. But for all the people that pre-order the game, we're still getting a reveal in July for I guess you could call it like an action figure / I don't know, like a mini statue, whatever that comes with the game, because they never revealed apparently.
Oh, they haven't said what it is yet.
Okay, so they showed half of it. They showed like the actual, like they showed Spider-Man, but apparently whatever he's on, like whatever he's supposed to be standing on, they haven't revealed. I'm guessing it's gonna be
Doc
something
Ock.
exciting. He's standing on Doc Ock.
He's standing on
one
Doc
of the fucking.
Ock's shoulders, and then they put a trench coat on and a hat, and then they go and try and get into R-rated movies together.
Well, you know what?
That's what I'm
Nah, man, a
picturing.
trench coat.
I hope that's not the case. That'll be a fucking shitty reveal. But so yeah, that's coming. Another suit is coming because so far we've seen the
Iron Spider.
Iron Spider, and I forgot what the other suit was, but
Is the regular Homecoming one in it?
no, I don't think
It's
so.
not?
No,
Oh, that's lame.
but
I'm sure it will end up being in it. They probably just haven't
I mean,
announced
they might,
it yet.
yeah, they might announce it or whatever. I mean, no, there's a lot of suits that you could play with, but I'm talking about for anybody that pre-ordered the game. There's 3 suits that
So
come with the
you-
pre-order.
Okay.
Yeah, so
I'm
me.
for
But
I'm for sure gonna pre-order.
yeah, I forgot who released this video, but it was like I guess you could say a leak, but I mean I think a lot of people have seen it by now. It's Spider-Man playing like in the open world map or whatever of the game, and apparently it's like huge and it's set in New York, and it's set in the current New York from the Avengers movies.
Oh,
And the current
really?
the current so you see the what was it? There was three structures like from the movie. There was the Doctor Strange, I forgot what they call it. The like his lair.
Doctor Strange's lair?
Yeah.
Oh, it's Doctor Strange's lair.
Right on. No, what the fuck did they call it? I forgot. Like in the movie.
Magic Emporium.
The Magic Emporium.
Mr.
As Angela
McGorium's
just said.
Magic
Mr.
Emporium.
McGorium.
And the actual like Avengers headquarters or whatever.
Yeah.
You know, that's in the game. Or not their headquarters, but their location in New York.
Yeah. I know
That's
what
in the
you're
game.
talking about. The,
And
like,
then,
tower.
Yeah, the tower. The Avengers Tower's in the game. But apparently it's not going to be like exactly the same. And then I guess like something from the Black Panther. I'm not sure if it's like,
Wakanda in general? He
right,
goes to-
Wakanda's going to be in New York. Yeah, like on one of the corners. You could just kind of like jump through one of the sewers and you're in Wakanda. But
There you are.
there you are. But no, I mean I haven't watched the video yet, but yeah, from everything I read, apparently the map is fucking huge.
That's just so
which is
exciting
awesome.
because we get that game so soon.
I know,
too.
and just like I mean, obviously there's gonna be a lot to do and a lot of missions and stuff like side missions. But I've always like I was a huge fan of just fucking swinging around and like just kind of taking everything in.
Oh yeah, and from everything people have said, the swinging around is like amazing in this.
Awesome, yeah. So the fact that the map is like that huge and everything.
Yeah, I've heard it's crazy how good the game actually feels.
Right, yeah. So that's my
Spidey was your number one.
Spidey Man.
Spidey Man.
Spidey Man.
Spidey was my number one. Yeah,
Which is no surprise.
thank you.
He's your
You know what?
go-to.
Shock us every once in a while.
Oh my God, guys!
I was kidding. but what?
Incredibles 2, the Lego game.
Oh,
You bought it?
Yeah.
I did. It's coming in Tuesday.
Whoa, that noise.
I ordered it off of Amazon because it was like not a lot cheaper. It was $47 instead of $60 plus tax.
I might get it on
$65.
Switch.
Yeah, I was gonna say I kind of want.
I was gonna get it on Switch, but
You don't have one?
I don't have a Switch yet, and I want to fucking dude. We need Apple Watches.
I know,
I mean, I want
we
to get
do.
one soon.
We need
so,
to buy them, like,
so I want to
now.
get that first and then the Switch. So we'll see. So I just got it for PS4.
Nice.
Yeah, we'll see how things
I know.
go.
I'm excited about that too because I heard really good things about that game.
Yeah,
actually.
yeah. And I mean the fact that it's Incredibles 1 and 2 in one game, and then you get to like kind of customize your own characters. We'll
I'm
see how
sure
it
the
goes.
city will be very open up, like whatever areas you can go to.
Oh, you're talking about like in the Incredibles?
Yeah.
Yeah. We'll see. I'm excited. Anyways.
Okay,
moving
yeah.
on.
So I'll say my fave. Actually, I cheated and I put 2 favorites from E3.
Oh my God.
I know. Everybody
What a
kicked
che-
me out.
What a fucking cheater.
Wow.
But I put my 2 as Death Stranding and Cyberpunk.
Oh.
Because
okay.
actually, there's a lot that I'm like super excited about. But Death Stranding, like.
Wait, which one are you more excited for?
I think Death Stranding,
Okay,
honestly, which is
alright.
funny because I've heard like nonstop amazing things about Cyberpunk, and
Mm-hmm.
you didn't get to see like much gameplay for that, but I heard people talking about what they did through the
Is there
gameplay.
any gameplay of it online that you can watch?
What?
For
For Cyberpunk
Cyberpunk.
2077.
I'm pretty sure I
No,
saw
it was all behind closed doors.
Yeah.
That's
So
all.
So
none
all-
of it got posted online.
No. So all I've heard was what people said, and apparently with the gameplay they got to do, it was all during the day. But the city they're in is literally called like Night City, I think. So, and they said how amazing it looked during the day, so you can only imagine how much
Right.
better it's going to look at
night, yeah.
which I feel like that whole world just seems amazing, and everybody's been waiting so long for this game, so the hype around it, and
Yeah.
the fact that it's pretty much like if you go anywhere on the internet, it's everybody's like game of the conference.
Right, like everybody's excited for it. That's awesome, dude. I really hope it lives up to the hype.
Yeah, but I'm like super into Death Stranding because I rewatched the trailer like 5 times that they showed at E3, and the music that they use for it, it's so good. And then it's the fact that you just don't even really know what the hell. Like, there's this baby butt at some point, and then it's like,
But a
That's
big
a highlight.
face.
and then you're just like the umbilical cord. It's like, is the umbilical cord attached to the human? And then it's like it gives him life,
I don't
and you
think-
don't know anything about
I
it.
think even when that game comes out, we're still not gonna understand what it's about until we actually.
Yeah.
well,
Yeah,
they
play
have
it.
that little like crab lights.
It like
flashing
detects.
thing.
I think it detects the aliens.
Well, it's like aliens, but then it's also like are those the like dead somethings that
don't
like
know.
we don't
Yeah.
know anything about, and then the boy starts getting sucked into the mud, dirt, the goo, and it just I don't know. It's just so much about that movie that whoa, I just called it a movie.
I mean,
But
looks like
it does look
looks
like a
fucking
movie. Like that's what
crazy
looks so
sci-fi
amazing.
movie.
But it just looks super interesting to me, and everything I'm hearing about all these games. I don't know. I'm just so excited.
I hope we get it somewhat soon.
2020.
That's what's so upsetting about these games too. It's at least for Spidey, like we know it's coming soon, so you can be like even more excited about it. But for these, it could be years. We
Yeah,
have no clue.
you never know.
So is that your official? Like y'all are officially saying 2020?
See, I don't.
Oh, I just got a
think it'd be
notification.
longer.
I just got a
Really?
notification
Yeah.
from Amazon.com. Your Prime order of Lego Incredibles
It's
has shipped.
canceled.
Fuck that.
We threw it in the trash.
I mean, yeah, it could be longer. I'm more just being optimistic.
yeah.
It wouldn't
My
surprise me.
optimistic answer would be 2020 because there's no way it's 2019.
Well, because they've showed it at E3 the past 2
they keep showing
years.
stuff
So
from
if
it.
I feel like
Yeah.
next year would be right. It's the third time or fourth time they'd be showing it.
I just feel like Kojima has such like ambitions with this,
Yeah.
and that's great. And I want him to follow all of it. But I think if you give him complete free reign, he could go on forever. Making
Well, it's also
this
the first game he's doing without Konami.
Right,
so
that's what I'm saying. I think he's
helming
they've-
it.
right, and they've just like let him loose basically, which again
Right.
is great. But
Yeah.
it's great because it's like you can tell he's trying to turn this into a
Yeah.
masterpiece.
I
but
just really
it's
think
just you're waiting so long
to
for
make
it.
and like you could spend forever working on a game. You could spend 10 years working on a game. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
it could
Yeah,
be
I mean,
a long
look at
time.
Kingdom Hearts. So.
That's a whole nother fucking time.
But yeah, so those are my favorite.
Yeah, this is how we know that Sony killed it because 3 of their big 4
Yep.
are like our best E3. Yeah, mine's The Last of Us Part 2. And it's really just everything they showed about that game looks so fucking incredible. It looks like a video game on an entirely different scale that we've seen. And we kind of talked about, well, is everything that we actually saw, is that going to be part of the gameplay and everything? And I think the how cinematic the combat and everything looks, that will.
Yeah,
and
for
I'm so
sure.
excited to see and play a game like that. On top of just it was like an 11 or 12 minute like gameplay demo, but it looked awesome. Like it was everything about it was just done so well. It was so tight from the actual cutscenes we saw to the actual just Ellie running through the woods. And they kind of came out this week and confirmed that, or they say, who knows,
I
that
don't
Ellie's
believe it.
going to be the only playable character
Yeah,
in the
I did
game.
see that.
I don't believe it.
I think she will be. I'm not saying there won't be a part of this game where you play as Joel.
And that's what I mean.
Right. I think there'll be something towards the end. Who knows?
Because it was just like in the first one, when Joel gets sick, you play as Ellie for a little bit.
So yeah, the same thing could happen again. I wouldn't be surprised by that. But I kind of like that direction. I think Ellie's such an interesting character, and I think if this is her story and it's about all this, really cool. What they say the theme of this movie is it's hate.
Yeah.
I think
You just said movie too.
You did.
Which is funny
It's-
because it's like no, I mean it's just funny because these video games are like so movie like
Right.
at this point.
I think for what they're doing with The Last of Us, it makes sense that the first one would be about Joel, and the second one would be about
Right.
Ellie. Like, I don't know.
It just makes sense.
It
And I
makes
don't think they'll
sense.
make a third one. I think
No.
that they're going to do this,
I
and
think
this is going to be
that's-
the end of the
I
story.
think that's why they called it Part 2.
And that's why I think that this game could once again, like it could live
Yeah.
up to the first game. You know what I'm saying?
Because in the trailer too, the girl says something to Ellie like, "Your old man." Something to me, or like was
Yeah,
hard on me earlier, or something
earlier.
like that. It makes it seem like either I don't know. It's like is in that future is Joel alive?
yeah.
Or
I think,
was that future just like a perfect world she's imagining, or you don't really know?
I think
the whole game is going to be a flashback. And like she's going to be in the future at that dance, and it's going to be flashing back to everything that's happened.
You think so?
Yeah,
I guess it could.
and
be.
I think Joel is going to die 100%.
Yeah, we'll see.
But-
We'll see what happens. But yeah, I'm super
I don't
pumped
know.
for it. I really hope we get it next year. That'd be great. I'm itching to play this. So.
I still really hope Joel is a big part of this game. I feel like he has to be.
We'll see.
It would be it wouldn't be bad because I get it. It should be about Ellie, but I don't know.
Yeah, that's me though. That's mine.
All right, Ty.
Yeah, I mean, my favorite one was Smash. To the listeners out there, if y'all listened to all the E3 stuff we did, or if you haven't, you should. I mean, everything they showed for Smash was amazing. All characters back.
It's exactly what everybody wants.
I mean, it's literally my dream game. Like, Smash is one of my favorite series, and every time they make a new one, I always get a little upset when characters are cut, and this is everything I could have asked for and more. I don't really have. I don't know. I don't even know.
No,
I was
that's
waiting for you
good.
to
No,
say
I
something.
mean,
That's
good.
yeah,
Yeah.
they can be short. I mean, these were the games we were most impressed by.
Yeah.
So
I thought the trailer was so hype, how they showed all the different stuff for the new characters. I mean, you could argue it went on for a while, but it was just hype. It was just really awesome.
right. No, I agree, and it's just. That, like we said before, this will be the Smash game that I think just lasts and lasts and lasts.
And they'll probably
they'll keep
support it.
adding DLC for it
Yeah.
and everything. So yeah, I can't wait for it,
Yeah.
and we get it really soon.
I almost put Kingdom Hearts 3 as my number 1, but I got the most excited during Smash.
Yeah, I wanted Kingdom Hearts to be my number 1, but
It was more just like the weirdness of some of the sound stuff with the trailers and the fact that we
I just don't think they did a great job presenting it. So
Yeah.
that would almost be
And
like,
I wanted someone to talk about the game.
Right.
And with Smash, they talked about it.
I wanted to see like a little bit more of just like steady gameplay instead of just a trailer. And I've been saying I wanted like a cutscene trailer for a long time, so I'm glad we got one of them, but I didn't really want 3 of them. And I didn't want them instead of like new, just like a full gameplay demo. So.
Yeah, for sure.
But yeah.
I don't even think we had much else to talk about with games just because everything got covered so much with
Right,
E3.
yeah.
It did.
Yeah,
God,
for the most part.
what a good conference, though.
It was great.
I
E3,
loved
E3
it.
this year
This
kicked
one was
ass.
awesome. But yeah, so I think this pretty much wraps up everything we wanted to talk about.
Yeah.
Yep.
It sure did.
Yep.
Are we doing honorable mentions?
Well, we don't really have much.
Yeah.
I
And
have
we're going
honorable
we're going
mentions.
kind of long now.
Wait,
Yeah,
what's
we're along
what's
in
the
the
time?
tooth, as they say.
Oh,
We're over
yeah.
an hour already. We're at 105.
Did you want to throw out real quick?
Wait, real quick. No, because I
Okay,
just
go.
my friend actually just texted me. It's weird. He just wanted me to shout him out because I never told him. Well, he
Happy
turned
birthday.
Right. Happy birthday.
Wow, I just
never do.
guessed
I never
that.
do. Like with my friends, I never do. So
You
he's
never
like,
tell them happy
nope,
birthday?
I don't.
Great
or even
friend.
text them or anything. So to Kareemans, yeah, they just turned 23. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Shout out.
Man, it's your birthday. Yeah.
Yep. Oh, and Mo Salah
Tell him what
also.
he knows.
He turned 26.
Your boy?
Yeah, my boy. He turned 26.
Yeah,
On
he's
the-
probably not too happy.
Nope.
Yeah.
That's okay. Next 2 games, we got it.
Yeah,
We got it.
we'll see.
Yeah.
World Cups, you know?
Yep. World Cup season. All right.
But anyway, so this has been Miss the Bus. As you know, guys, thank you for listening to us all the time because we appreciate it. We love all of you just as much as you probably, hopefully like us. Don't forget to follow us on all of our social medias at Miss the Bus Pod and go listen to us on iTunes and SoundCloud at Miss the Bus. Please, please give us ratings and give us
Please.
that's my beg. Give us 5 stars because we super appreciate you guys for that. But other than that, hasta la vista, babies.
Thank you.